What's up guys and welcome back to a new video. Just as I finished my chicken curry rice this morning, I found a video leak of the next big update for Lost Light. A guy named Manho recently posted a video on the Lost Light Global Facebook group showcasing new content planned for the game. He seemingly found this video from content creators in China as the video's language is mainly in Chinese. I'll put the link of the video in the description. Luckily, the original video had subtitles and I mostly understood its content through the use of Yandex. So I'll do my best to explain to everyone what these upcoming changes are. First part of the video mentions a somewhat celebratory event for the game once it reaches 10 million downloads. As of this recording, Lost Light Weapon Skin Treat only has 5 million downloads. This shows the commitment and trust that higher ups have with the game reaching more success in the coming years. Now let's move on towards some gameplay updates. As you can see here that they are adding a camouflage feature, where you can go invisible for a certain period of time. Both your character and everything equipped will be camouflaged, and during this period you can also commit to actions, such as moving around, aiming down your weapon, and most likely more, but as seen also in this part of the video that any attack will break the camouflage immediately. This update may come in the form of a new functional module. For those unaware, functional modules are the tactical skills that you can utilize during gameplay. For a more in-depth explanation and also a guide on the best setups for those modules, kindly watch this video on my channel. Let me be the first to say that this camouflage feature is not game-breaking, as we already have the thermal optics module to counter this, and I can also assume that being invisible will not negate any sound you make unless they are muted footsteps. Adding to this, another countermeasure is also introduced as the new tactical device called Detection Ball. Based from its appearance, it seems to function as a device that you can set in an area that will do a scan in the same area and mark enemies caught within the scanning range. This includes any camouflage player as well. For me, this is a good way of balancing when these new features are added to the game. So if we are to think that the invisibility skill would be too advantageous, think again, as we already have this detection ball, the thermal optics, and I can confidently say that the enemy detection armband would also be considered as a decent counter. The most anticipated change for this season is finally arriving, as melee weapons will now be added to the game. Based from the video, we can see 3 distinct melee weapons, namely the butterfly knife, the Karambit, and the Katana, but more of these melee weapons are rumored to be added. Although these are exciting changes, through my time translating the subtitles of the video, I did pick up on that most of these melee weapons will not be free. So it may be possible that these weapons can only be attainable through purchasing them in the game. But again, these are just assumptions and we won't know until the update comes out. As also stated, these melee weapons will be your default weapons in case you did not bring any primary weapons during your operation. Most likely, these melee weapons can be interchangeable between the pistol that we currently have. Once this melee update comes out, expect me planning for that melee tournament real soon. That would be so much fun. Next are the 2 new assault rifles to be added to the game. The MK16, or as we know it as the FN Scar, and also the QBZ. Some things notable that are shown from the screenshots is that the MK16 has an attachable projectile launcher, and the QBZ has a bayonet attached to its barrel. These are significant changes that will most likely apply to the current selection of primary weapons we have right now. And finally, they are adding a quick mode for matchmaking. As seen from the right side, you can now select specific sectors of the maps that we currently have and only focus your operations on those specific areas. Since the operations will focus on a more smaller area, looting, gunfights, and evacuation should progress faster than the usual gameplay that we have. This supposed quick mode also gives us the return of squad mode, where originally you can team up to 4 players per operation. But based from this image, we can safely assume that the squad composition will now only be for 3 players. If the info here is provided correctly, and hopefully I did not butcher the translations, this major update is scheduled to take place on March 29, 2024. And that's pretty much what we have right now, but I do assume they will introduce more. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to stay updated with everything Lost Light, consider subscribing to this channel. Personally, I find this as good news, knowing that there are big plans for the game, and I can see Lost Light staying relevant in the years to come. It's just weird that this kind of information is shared on the CN side of things only. Thankfully, I was able to pick up on this today and got to share it with all of you. So if you have thoughts, reactions, or any feedback about this video, make sure to leave it in the comments section. Thanks so much again for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.